This is a stranger's 1978 Corvette pace car, one of the most unique Corvettes ever made. But after a tragic loss in the owner's family, it was forgotten for over 20 years. So over the next few days, we're transforming it to look brand new again.
What's in one of the shipping containers here?
Yes, it's right over here.
Technical difficulties. Oh, wow. Oh, this is a pace car.
Yeah, 1978.
We thought this was just another abandoned project, but when we asked the owner's son, this is what he said.
Just my dad got it and he had so many plans to fix it up, restore it, but we've been battling a lot of stuff, fighting cancer between my mom and I, and it's been hard to take the time and the effort to get over here and get everything out, because as you can see, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's for sure. We know it all too well.
And as soon as we got the car out, we made the biggest mistake of our careers that could ruin everything.
Brent?
What?
We got a problem. Remember those T-tops that he gave us right before we left?
Yeah. What happened?
I think it broke in transit. I had it laid flat like this, and I don't know if we hit a bump or something. Well, we gotta get him a new one, so I guess let's go check the computer.
I don't know if we're even gonna find one.
There's gotta be one somewhere.
But it won't be that easy. Stay until the end to find out how much one stupid mistake is going to cost us on a car like this.
You guys heard them. They want to get this car back up and running so that they can take it to car shows. But when a car is this dirty, the last thing that someone thinks about is spending the time and money to get it running and driving again. So we are going to try and make this Corvette look brand new so that she will get the love that she deserves so she can hit the road once again. And the first thing we're going to start with are the wheels and tires, and we have our work cut out for us. Aside from being extremely dirty, these wheels need to be polished as well, and you have to be very careful about polishing aluminum because you can scratch it. And so I'm going to obviously clean the wheel first, and then we're gonna follow up with the polishing step to see if these will end up looking brand new.
You might be wondering why this pace car doesn't have the iconic side stickers. Well, here's a cool fact. Back in 1978, Chevy never actually put them on the doors. They just rolled them up in a tube, put them in a trunk, and made the owner figure it out. The original owner of this car just never put them on.
Do you have the pace car stickers, or you got them?
I don't have the stickers. You know, it's a little bit too much with the stickers.
But what do you guys think? Does it look better with or without the stickers? Let us know in the comments. In the meantime, we can focus on washing the dirt off the wheels. These wheels were completely caked in grime, so we use our Purple Rain wheel cleaner, and by brushing every single inch of them, we can get them perfectly clean.
Now that the wheel is all clean, I was about to hand polish the rim, but if I really want this car to look perfect, I have to remove this wheel and take things to the next level.
So let's get right to work. We are carefully lifting up the car and taking the wheels off to get proper access and dial in their look. Taking them off gives us the space we need to clean every single corner, scrub the inner barrels, and get everything looking fresh.
And that's by machine polishing these rims, and wait until you see the end result. They're gonna look brand new.
You usually don't see us do this in our videos, but taking the extra time to polish the wheels is exactly what they needed to really pop.
Look how much better that looks. So now I'm gonna do that to the rest of this wheel, and then I have to do all the other ones, and then we can move on to the wash.
This is going to take a bit longer than usual, but after hearing the family's story, we know it's absolutely worth the extra time.
So not only do you lose your mom, but then you were going through stage 4 cancer yourself.
Yeah, I found out I had stage 4 cancer in 2023, so I was dealing with that stage 4 lymphoma, and I ended up doing chemotherapy and beating it, so God bless.
Thank God.
So yeah, my family has had a battle fighting cancer this past few years, so this will definitely, you know, cheer everyone up a little.
Jeez, man, I just want to give you guys a hug. Like, you guys have been going through it, but I'll save the hug for after we bring the car back looking brand new.
That'd be amazing, man. I really appreciate you guys coming out here.
Because this project means so much to the family, making a huge mistake like breaking the T-top felt absolutely awful. But we gave them our word, and we'll do whatever it takes to deliver a perfect car. Stay tuned until the end to see their reaction when they find out about our mistake.
There was a little mistake on the way home. And if you guys like Corvettes, well, good news, because we are giving away a C8 Corvette finished in this beautiful blue paint job with PPF on the whole front end. as well as brand new wheels and tires. This car is a riot to drive. It looks like a supercar, and it could be yours if you go to our website and buy any of our detailing supplies, merchandise, or tools that you see us using or wearing in this video. And right now is the best time to get entered because it's launch week during our giveaway, which means that you get the biggest multiplier. For every dollar you spend, you will get 30 times the entries you would otherwise. But launch week is about to end in the next couple of days. So if you want to get the most for your money, you gotta go buy something now and get entered to have a shot at winning this dream car. So scan the QR code or go to wdautosupply.com, go grab something and get entered, and best of luck. But now, let's get back to that other Corvette. For modern cars, we use our pre-wash on the vehicle's paint before we pressure wash the car. But on cars that are this old, we have to be careful because they may be painted with single stage paint, and our pre-wash would stain the paint and make it a major problem to fix. So what I'm doing is rubbing polish on the paint right now to see if we have paint bleed on our towel. And as you can see, we do have black paint that is transferring from the car onto the towel, which means that this car is single stage. And if we had used our pre-wash, we would have caused some major issues. So now that we know, we're gonna avoid using the pre-wash and just pressure wash the car with just water. Since we're not using pre-wash on this car, I don't know if these stains are gonna come off, and I can't even use a lot of pressure from the pressure washer because the paint is chipping. So, ooh. Let's pressure wash the hood now so I can see what the paint underneath actually looks like, because I'm curious to see how many scratches are underneath all this dirt.
But first we had to buy a replacement T-top, and what we didn't know was that the one we destroyed was the rarest one of them all.
All right, you've been looking on the computer for a while now. Have you found anything?
Well, this is not good because apparently these T-tops are extremely rare. They come in 3 different varieties. One is smoke glass, one is bronze glass, and this one is the blue glass, which is the rarest of them all. And there's only one driver's side T-top for sale in the whole United States, and it's $2,000.
That's a $2,000 mistake.
I don't even know what to say.
Well, they gave us brand new ones, and we have to make it right.
This is a new old stock one, so this one's literally brand new in the box. So, you know, when you make mistakes, you gotta own up to them. Make it right.
So we ordered it and got back to work. Things don't always go as planned, but we want to show you how it really is. With the new part on the way, it's time to focus on the rest of the car, and that won't be easy either. But first, we need to wash the dirt off this paint so you can see exactly what we're dealing with. However, we have to be extremely careful here. This is classic single stage paint, which means there is no clear coat protecting it, making it incredibly delicate. Even during a basic wash, you have to keep a safe distance with the pressure washer. If I get the nozzle too close, I could literally blast the original paint right off the body. It requires a lot of respect, but we have to get it perfectly clean before we can move forward. As we carefully wash our way down the body lines toward the back, there's one specific detail that instantly catches the eye. Right here on the fuel door is the official 25th anniversary badge. This means we aren't just looking at a regular C3, this emblem represents a quarter century of the Corvette legacy, making this exact model a true piece of automotive history. Watching this classic chrome badge slowly reveal itself from under decades of baked-on grime is an incredible feeling. It's exactly in moments like this that we're reminded why we go through all this trouble just to save an old car. Washing this car really makes you appreciate those crazy 70s body lines. The C3 generation just has such a unique, aggressive shape. What do you guys think? Is the C3 the best looking Corvette generation? Or do you prefer the classic C2? Or maybe even the newer stuff like the C8 we're giving away? Let me know down in the comments below. While we clean the car, I want to show you a cool little trick. Right next to the gas cap, there is a small hole. The factory put it there so water can escape, but this car was sitting in a container for over 20 years and dirt blocked the hole completely. If we don't clean it, water will just stay there, so I grabbed our air gun with a small tip to blow through it, which completely unblocked it. And with old cars like this, standing water means rust, and we definitely want to avoid that.
Well, the pressure washer did a really good job of removing the contamination, but we did lose some paint during the wash process. And honestly, that was inevitable because the paint is in such bad shape on this bumper. I mean, we have this huge piece of paint that is ready to fall right off the car, and it's gonna make polishing this later even more challenging. We're about to move on to the engine bay, but before we do, I wanted to see what the paint looked like underneath all that dirt. And I have a dry spot right here, and it's really flipping bad. The problem with this is that it's single stage paint, and it's really easy to burn through on single stage paint, especially when you have really hard edges and body lines like this Corvette does. So I'm gonna have to be really aggressive with my polishing, but also not burn through the paint. Now it's time to detail the engine bay of this Corvette. And with my first inspection, I can see that this carburetor is in extremely rough shape, and I can't even get the throttle body to move at all. Unfortunately, this Corvette looks like it needs a lot of work, but to convince the owners to do the work, they should have a clean engine bay to work on. So let's go ahead and cover up the carburetor, and then we'll degrease the engine bay, scrub it down, and rinse it away.
Cleaning the engine bay was a dirty job, but now we get to do the fun stuff. We are foaming up the entire Corvette with our barbershop soap. And if you haven't smelled it before, it smells so good, and I just thought that that scent fit this car really well. And we needed a thick soap to grab the dirt and slide it off safely without making any new scratches on the paint. We're letting the barbershop foam do the hard work here, and seeing all this old dirt fall off is so satisfying. After everything the owners have been through, we just hope that us transforming this car brings a smile to their face at the end of this video. Once the foam pulls off that loose grime, we move in for a careful rinse. And honestly, this is the ultimate moment of truth. For 20 years, this car was hiding under pure dirt, and you just hope it somehow protected the finish. And as the water clears, we finally see exactly what we're dealing with. This old school single stage black paint hides absolutely nothing. From 10 feet away, it looks like a completely different car. But as you step closer and see how the light hits it, let's just say this paint has seen better days. If you want to see if we can pull a glass-like reflection out of this classic, stick around for the next step.
All right, now is when we clay down the car and remove all of the iron, but I'm really concerned about this car because listen to how rough this paint is. It is not supposed to sound like that. And the issue with that is that there's contamination in the vehicle's paint, which means that I can't polish this vehicle unless all the contamination is removed, and I can't make it look good enough so that the owners will want to fix it up and drive it again. So I'm really hoping that our iron kryptonite and our claymate will do the trick, but I'm gonna have to put some serious pressure to remove all that contamination, and I might end up scratching the paint more. So here goes nothing. As I'm scrubbing, I should start to hear less and less of that sandpaper noise. Oh man, I have to press really, really hard. It does sound like it's getting better though. All right, let's check. All right, that feels pretty good now. I thought it was overspray or something way, way worse that was gonna make polishing this car nearly impossible, but I'm just gonna have to put a lot of pressure behind our claymate and our iron remover to remove all that contamination before I go to polish. All right, now it's time to polish the Corvette, and after we washed it and clay barred it, I can actually take a look at the paint, and it's way worse than I thought. It is absolutely destroyed. This is gonna take some serious polishing, and to be honest, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get this car to shine the way that I need to in order to convince the owners to get it back up and on the road. So I'm gonna hit it with everything that I have. I'm gonna start with my rotary polisher and a heavy cut compound, and then I'm gonna try and refine out the compounding marks with my dual action polisher and a foam pad, and just pray that I can get this Corvette to shine, because as it sits right now, I wouldn't even fix this car.
Let's be honest, an owner is much more likely to fix a car when they love how it looks. The paint is the most important part of any vehicle because it's the first thing you see. So we're gonna do everything in our power to bring it back to its original state. We wanna remove the scratches, bring back that deep shine, and make them fall in love with this car all over again. This isn't just about making a car look pretty, it's about saving a memory. When they finally see this Corvette shining in the sun, we want them to forget about all the hard times they've had, even just for a moment, and as you can see right here, the effort is totally worth it. When this is all done, this car is going to look unbelievable. A lot of people think polishing is just rubbing some magic wax on the car to make it shiny, but it's actually a lot more scientific than that. What we're doing right now is called paint correction, and over the years, every car wash, every speck of dust, and every time someone brushes against the car, it creates tiny scratches in the clear coat. Think of these scratches like microscopic canyons. When sunlight hits them, the light scatters in every direction, which is exactly why an old paint job looks dull, milky, and faded. So we aren't just adding shine, we are literally using microscopic abrasives to carefully level out the surface. We are shaving down the peaks of those canyons by just a few microns, which is thinner than a human hair. Once that clear coat is perfectly flat again, it acts like a pure mirror. The light reflects straight back to you, and that's what gives this Corvette that impossibly deep, wet look. Polishing around the front end of this C3 really makes you appreciate these pop-up headlights. It's crazy to think that modern safety regulations completely killed this design forever. We definitely lost some magic because of it, so I have a question for you guys. Do you think the safety trade-off was worth losing pop-ups forever? And if you had the power to bring them back on one modern car today, what would you choose? Imagine a brand new C8 Corvette with pop-ups. Alright, after what feels like endless hours of chasing perfection, we are finally putting the polisher down. The paint correction is officially wrapped up and the glow on this fiberglass is just incredible. But as good as this looks, we still have a long way to go. There's a lot more to pull apart before this build is really complete. Let's jump into the next step.
All right, now it's time to carefully remove the T-tops that are on the car because we're gonna have to replace them with the ones that the owner wanted us to put on, the one that we broke that was super expensive. And he doesn't even know that we broke that one yet. We're gonna have to tell him at the end of this video and hope that he's not upset, which I don't think he will be because we got him a brand new one, and even the broken one is worth a couple $100. So technically he made a little bit of money, and we just lost a lot, but we'll go ahead and carefully remove these. I don't even think we put the glass ones back on for the transport home. Imagine if both of them broke on our way back to Chicago. $4,000 down the drain. Actually, $6,000 down the drain. The one we bought, then two more. I'm gonna have to take out a loan just to pay for these. Now that we're moving on to the interior, let's go ahead and see what we got. We have some gaskets, and a couple other odds and ends, a cute tiny little filter, and then we have a ton of mildew and mold on the center console as well as on the door cards too. This interior is in some rough shape. It's gonna take a lot of work from us to convince the owners to get this thing back on the road. All right, now it's time to get these seats out and see how bad the carpet is underneath.
Hold on, RJ, I must ask you a question.
Come on, bro.
Can we address the elephant in the room?
Come on, bro, I'm trying something new. Like, leave me alone.
You didn't have a mustache yesterday.
I know.
I showed up today and you have a mustache.
I shave it every day, and so it grows in fast now. I don't know what to tell you.
I can't look at you and not laugh.
Does it look good?
Yeah.
Anywho, the carpet is actually in all right shape. Well, now that I'm looking underneath all this garbage, it's actually in rough shape. We're gonna need to bust out the carpet soap, the drill brush, and the extractor to hopefully clean it up.
Oh, if we can't find our drill brush, I know where I can get one.
First, we are just grabbing the bigger trash off the carpets. We always find random junk in these cars. We even found some spare change. That should cover about 0.5% of the T-top we broke. So if you want to help us pay for the other 99.5%, dropping a like and subscribing is completely free for you, and it really helps us out. With the big trash out of the way, we can finally start the deep clean. We're spraying an enzyme cleaner to kill the bad smells, but we're also hitting the carpets with a rust dissolver. Over the years, the metal rails rusted and stained the fabric, so we need both of these chemicals to break all that grime down. While the chemicals are doing their job, we can move on to other parts of the interior. Look at this door. We are gonna throw everything we have at getting this door clean because there is mold and all sorts of nasty stuff on it. We're even bringing out the steamer to blast right through it, and we are not stopping until it looks brand new. And if you want your car detailed to the same standard you see here at WD, check out WD Detail Match. Down in our description, it's our brand new marketing marketplace that connects you with a trusted detailer in your area based on your zip code. My guess is you're watching this video and thinking to yourself, I really should get my car detailed. And whether you need a full detail, paint correction, ceramic coating, or anything in between, head to wddetailmatch.com and find a detailer near you.
All right, moving on to the nasty center console. I'm really hoping that the majority of this is just dirt and mildew and that it's not stained, because this would be a huge eyesore for this interior. So I have a magic eraser, our interior cleaner, and a brush. We'll see if that gets the trick done. If it doesn't, we're bringing out the big guns. All right, that came out pretty good, and I didn't even have to bust out the steamer, which is a relief. Now it's time to move on to the shifter. Are you zooming in on my mustache again? Wait till you guys see all the dirt and grime that comes off this shift knob. It's gonna be disgusting. Ta-da! And look at all this mold and mildew that is on the dashboard. And if I'm not mistaken, this register right here actually pops right out. Look at all that mold and mildew that we would have missed.
After letting the chemicals sit for a few minutes, we can head back to the carpets. The enzyme remover did its job and killed that nasty smell, and the rust has started to let go. Now we just have to give it a thorough cleaning to get rid of it all for good. And finally, once the interior is fully cleaned, it needs time to dry. We've come to know that drying everything out usually takes forever, but with our new fans, it should take no more than 15 minutes. This is going to speed up our process massively, and while it's doing the work, we can move on to other things.
So the only blue laminated Corvette T-top is right here in this box, and it cost us $2,000. It's the biggest mistake that we've ever made here at WD Detailing, so we have to make it right. This is a new old stock T-top, and these are clearly super fragile, so I'm crossing my fingers that the one inside this box is okay, because it was the only one in the whole entire nation for sale. So let's open it and take a look. I feel like I should open this in a safer manner. I don't want to pull it out and drop it and break it again. Here, let's stand this sucker up. All right, lots of paper, and here it is, wrapped in bubble wrap. Please be the right one. I think we're good. Does it look like the right one? Is it the right side? Imagine if I ordered the wrong side. All right, thank God it made it here safe. We're able to replace the exact same T-top that we broke. And here at WD, it's not about the mistakes that you make, it's how you fix them. And I'm just so thankful that we were able to fix this one, even though it cost us $2,000. Now it's time to put the finishing touches on this detail and bring it back to the owner.
A quick glass cleanup and some fresh tire shine. These are the small things that really bring the whole car together. After spending so much time on the heavy lifting and chasing perfection on the clear coat, doing these final finishing details is incredibly satisfying.
All right, now it's time to put the T-tops back on.
Mission accomplished. The T-top fits. Honestly, that is a huge weight off of our shoulders because it was a really stressful moment. So now we can apply our super slick and show you the final result of our hard work over the last few days.
All right, we're back in Chicago with the car all safe and sound. The owners are right over there, but before we reveal the car, I need to make sure that these T-tops made it here safely because I don't even know what I would say if both of these broke on the way here. Okay. There's a piece of glass on that. Probably from the broken one when we put it back in the sheath. And my heart stopped for a moment. I thought it was a chip. Okay, and now for the second one. Okay, all right, we get the blankets out of there, put the seats up, and then we'll do the reveal. All right, guys, we're back with the owners, Alex and his dad, Mike. We're about to show them the Corvette, but before I do, I have something else I need to show you. There was a little mistake on the way home. I guess I'll just show you instead of leading into it. You remember those T-tops?
Yeah.
Oh. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and show you the car. Ooh. We found the exact T-top, new old stock online, and went ahead and bought it and replaced it. So
thanks.
I'm so sorry, guys. We felt so bad. But there was only one driver's blue mirrored T-top for sale in the whole entire United States. You want to know how much it cost? Take a guess.
How much?
$2,000. That was an expensive mistake.
Yeah.
And even this frame is worth like $600.
Wow.
So I guess you guys came up at the end of the day, but I'm so sorry. But the new one is literally new. It was a new old stock. So it came in the box, a GM box and everything. So it's on the car now, but let's go check it out.
Don't throw it out, keep the frame.
Looks a little bit better, right?
Yeah, way better.
And it does look good with the blue T-tops, especially when they're not cracked.
Nice.
Beautiful. Oh my God.
So you guys said that you wanted to get it fixed up and get it back on the road. Now that it looks like this, is that a possibility? Is that the plan?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool, that was the mission. The goal was to try and make it look good enough to where you guys wanted to actually take it to car shows and drive it on the street once again.
Now we'll spend some time getting it running and then hopefully spend some time and create some memories riding in it.
I love that. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Seriously,
you guys.
we appreciate it.
Amazing
And
job.
sorry again about the T-top. I felt so bad.
Stuff happens.
It does, but when stuff happens, you just got to make it right.
Appreciate it, replacing it.
Oh, of course,
Thank
absolutely.
You, thank you.
Apparently the blue one's the hardest one to get, so lucky us, I guess, right? And you could be lucky too if you buy any of our detailing supplies or merchandise and get entered to win that C8 Corvette that we're giving away. But thank you so much for watching this video, and just wait till next week because we have another great video. See you then.
And if you like this video, you should definitely check out one that's on the screen right now. YouTube thinks you'll enjoy it, and so do we. But thank you so much for watching.